Hello my viewers, hello superstars, welcome to my page today. Today I'll be teaching you guys how to make a padded dress. Yes, hip padding. The three major measurements you'll be using is your waist measurement, your hip measurement, and your round knee. Although this round knee I measured, I think the hem of this pattern paper, the edge, the extreme end is what I use as my knee line, but I didn't use it. What I use is this third line that I have. We have three obvious line here. Yes, the first one is waistline, second one hip line, and this third one, the last one there is the third line. How did I get that third line? My waist to hip is 8.5. It's 8 inches, so that 8 inches I multiply by 2. That's how I got it. And now I'm taking my waist measurement. My waist measurement is 26 divided by 4 is 6.5. I already mark it. Then the next thing is hip measurement. The hip here I'm using is 42 divided by 4 is 10.5. You can see me marking 10.5. Although this is not just the actual hip. It's not the actual hip. If I tell you the actual hip, but don't worry, I don't want to scare you. But if you want to know how you can extend whatever measurement you want to use from your actual hip, you can drop it on the comment section. Let me answer you. Yes, drop it down there. So at this moment, I'm trying to cross-check to be sure that what I have is correct. But mind you, the waist measurement I use 26 is actually the real waist measurement. So that's it. Then now on this line that I use, that's this line, this particular line now is the third line, and that is where I'm using as my round knee. My round knee is 8 inches because that's where the hip pad is going to stop. So now the next thing is for me to minus 1 inch from that my hip line. That 1 inch now is serving as, when sewing this thing, that hip pad is not supposed to reach your zipper allowance, so that's why I minus that 1 inch there. So the next thing is just for you to connect with a very curvy ruler from your waistline to your hip line. Then you curve it downward. Again, take it to that 8 inches you mark there on that your round knee. That place is like round knee, but I told you earlier that is not round knee. How I got it, like I once explained, is the measurement I took as my hip line, which is from my waistline to my hip line is 8. So I took another 8 down. Altogether is 16. Yes, it's 16 inches. Then the next thing is for me to curve like I was curving. Curve it very well. Make sure you curve very well, okay? Don't be in a haste. Just calm down and do your work. So the next thing was labeling. I was trying to label them in order not to get confused. Please make sure you label. Anytime you're working with anything pattern, make sure you label. Then after labeling, you cut it out. Make sure you cut out gently. Don't rush. Cut it out very well. Don't trim anywhere that you're not supposed to trim. You can see me cutting exactly on the line. And mind you, on drafting this hip, I did not add any allowance. Please, there's nothing like allowance. Any allowance you're adding is going to be on the skirt. Yes, on your skirts, like your skirt pattern, not on this one. There is nothing like allowance here. So after cutting it out now, you will go and cut it out on your foam. The foam I used is about 0.5 inches or less than, I think so. So that's the foam I use, and then I place it. And when cutting it, please make sure you secure it very well. You can see me trying to secure it. Make sure the thing did not shift, or make sure it does not shift. Make sure it does not shift. Cut very well. Please take your time and cut. So after cutting, I labeled it again with marker. I labeled the foam in order not to get confused. Please always ensure that you label. This is up and the other one is down. So now I'm about to sew. The parts to be sewn is that side that is towards your hip. Yes, your hip region, not the center line side, not the midpoint. Maybe the center, whatever. That side that the zip is going to be, that's not where you are sewing. Where you are sewing is that other side that your hip is, that you curved to your waistline from the back. And make sure you sew very well. You can see how I am sewing it. Stitch very well. Please ensure you stitch very well. So now some people can tell you, you can use gum or whatever. No, I'm not using gum because this thing is already fragile. And gum, by the time you wash and all that, the thing can get weak. Hey God, I beg. So the thing can get weak. So just use your thread and sew it together with your needle. So some people will be like, the back and the front are not supposed to be equal, blah blah blah. My sister, this is what works for me. This is what is working for me, and many other designers are using it. Style by Leo is using this pattern also. So these things are equal. The front and the back are equal. Please, they are equal, because on the finishing of this thing, you will get to discover that even that front pattern that they will tell you to trim, it will not still get to your mid front. So now you can see the way I'm finishing this thing. Make sure you finish it very well. So gently. This foam is very fragile. Don't fight with it. So gently, okay? Yes. So gently. Finish well. Make sure that your finishing is nice. This foam is not something you can sew finish and go and start losing. So please, and whenever you are sewing and you discover that they are not equal, like one is getting longer than one, just know that you are not sewing it correctly. And you can't afford to go and start losing except you want to cut another foam afresh. This foam is very fragile, like I said. So right now I'm already done stitching it. Yeah, you can see my label is still intact. So this is me trying to fix it on my body. So I'm not going to be attaching it to my skirt today, but I'll be creating the video later. But if you can't wait, or you would want me to tag you when I post the video, just drop it on the comment section how to attach the foam on the skirt, so that once I post, I will tag you. Bye.